let us come to right to life. Is that clear? Shall I move on? Now let us take up right to life. According to Supreme Court, see, this is a very interesting judgment given by the Supreme Court with respect to right to life, the interpretation. The court said the term right to life needs to be interpreted to its maximum amplitude, because the term life in Article 21 is not a mere animal existence. So, what is animal existence? We breathe in, breathe out, we are living. Are you alive? Are you alive or dead? How do you know you are alive? Because you are breathing in, breathing out. It is an involuntary act. This all organisms will do. It is not that what is envisaged by the founding fathers through Article 21 is not a mere animal existence, which includes a scientific act of breathing in and breathing out, respiration. It is much beyond that. It is much more than that. Right? What is it then? It is much more than that. Then what is it? This is a question, right? The court said we have to view the term right to life from the perspective of a civilized society. Right? A civilized society of human beings. More than that, we have to take into account Indian philosophical morals and values and morals. While understanding the meaning, we must not understand the meaning of the term right to life or the term life in a very isolated conditions or in a cultural vacuum. We have to see the term life from the perspective of a civilized human society, because a civilization is evolving. A civilization is not a static process. A civilization is a dynamic process, though the process of change is very much invisible and slow. It is dynamic. It is evolving, and it should also be, now we are focusing on right to life for the Indian context. Hence, so this in right to life has to be is guaranteed to Indian polity. So from the Indian polity perspective, if you look at Indian polity perspective, we have to refer or we have to interpret and understand the right to life from the perspective of Indian philosophies as well. All right. So from this perspective, right, from this perspective, this right will take the maximum amplitude. Hence, the court said the right to life, as envisaged by the founding fathers of the Constitution, is not a mere animal existence, but it is right. But it is a life. I mean, it is a right to live a life with human dignity. It's a right to live with human dignity. How do you know this? How do you know this? Do you really know that this is what the founding fathers of the Constitution envisaged? How do you know? Go to the preamble. Preamble is a key to open the minds of makers of Constitution. In the preamble, what do they say? The Constitution is envisaging to guarantee every citizen the rights. What are the rights? Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote them among all, and fraternity assuring individual dignity. So, it is not a right to live with, it's not an act of mere animal existence. This is wrong. To say this it as a mere animal existence is wrong. It is a right to life, to live. It's a right to live with human dignity, and what comprises of dignity will be interpreted from the Indian philosophical values and morals. According to Indian philosophy, the Supreme Court judges said, according to the Indian philosophy, life is not lived in one level, but life is lived at many levels. Hence, this right includes the finer graces of human civilization. What are the finer graces of human civilization? For instance, in history you would have studied, right? There are 4 stages of life for every individual. What are the 4 stages? According to Indian philosophy. Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. So this is an example. So Indian philosophy does not view life as a single compartment. Life is lived at many levels. And take you, and there is a gender dimension too. There is a gender dimension too. According to Tamil literature, a boy and a girl have 8 different stages of their growth from childhood, from infancy to adult, old woman. So life is not lived at one level; it's lived at many levels. And at each level, there are roles, responsibilities, rights, right? And so many other things are involved, which the court said are the finer graces of human nature. These again, they are finer graces, they evolve. See, if you take the animals, what do the animals do? Do the animals love each other? Do they have a feeling of love? Hmm? Will a tiger send a letter like this to a tigress? No. Do they have a commitment through the, through their lifetime to their children? Well, they are animal life. They are living in the wild and the survival of the fittest, and they accept, they are conditioned. But whereas that is why we say they don't live a civilized life. But we human beings are rational, and because of that, we have civilized. And in that part, as part of the civilization, we have included, we have discovered finer graces of the human life, and we have started enjoying them. Right? Remember this, do not forget the right margin, mark it. We will revisit it while doing Article 43. The state shall endeavor through legislation, economic organization, or by any other means, right? Conditions in order to ensure for workers, agriculture, industry, and otherwise. Work, human conditions of work, a living wage, ensuring decent standard of living, fullest opportunities. Fullest enjoyment of leisure and social and cultural opportunities. The social cultural opportunities evolve through the civilization, and they form part of the finer graces of human civilization. That is the reason why the founding fathers have used the term living wage instead of minimum wage. in Article 43. So Article 21 and 43 are interrelated. We will revisit Article 21 while doing 43, because it's all Article 21 and 43 get connected to each other because of the term dignity in the preamble. So preamble is a key to open the minds of makers of the constitution. Fine. Now, what are the finer graces of human civilization? The court said we cannot say that. We cannot say that. It keeps evolving, and that will be what form. So what are the conditions for dignified living? That we will give you from case to case.